So disclaimer, my roommate and I are not in a romantic relationship.
Oh my God.
I just thought I'd put that out there.
Not that we have anything against that.
But we're not.
Although we are fond of each other.
But we're not. Wait. This is a great start. Hi guys, my name is Liberty Czarnik, and I'm here with my roommate.
Hi guys, I'm Claire Taylor, making my debut.
Ever since we started rooming together.
Rooming together? Really?
Okay, ever since the beginning of this year, I've realized that me when I'm asleep is a completely different person than I am when I'm awake.
Definitely.
And so I brought in an expert. An expert on this subject.
Oh, totally. Yeah, definitely.
And we're just gonna talk about all the weird things we do in our sleep.
Because I'm not the same person either, apparently. It's led to some interesting experiences for both of us.
Gosh, I don't know what to start with. I guess, okay, ever since I got back from, summer camp, I feel like I've had this heightened sense of subconsciousness while I'm sleeping, because, kids will wake you up and be like, I have to go to the bathroom, and then you just have to say, okay, yeah, you can go. And ever since then, every time, I hear a little noise or something, I feel like there's a little part of me that's activated, but not all of me. If that makes sense.
It doesn't.
But, I know, you had, fairy lights up at one point on your bed.
For one night.
For one night. It was one night. And I, wouldn't stop waking up because I thought it was, flashlights in my face. And I was like, go to the bathroom already. I guess that's not me fully sleeping.
No.
But, the first time I woke up to you sleep talking was, I think beforehand, we both kind of, told each other, I snore in my sleep. You sometimes sleep talk in your sleep, because that's what sleep talking is.
Yeah.
And at, the first time you sleep talked, I woke up, and I had earplugs in, but I could hear you talking, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess something is going on, so I opened my earbud, and I was like, opened my earbud. I took out my earplug, and I was like, Claire, what's going on? And then you, sat up out of your bed, and you, kind of turned to me, and you were like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was talking in my sleep. And then you just kind of, went back to bed, turned over and fell asleep, and I was like, what? The whole time I was like, no, it's okay, it's fine, it happens, and then, I was like, are you okay though? And by that time you had fallen asleep.
For the record, I don't remember this at all.
And I just remember waking up the next morning and I was like, do you remember, doing that? And you were like, no.
What? Me?
I don't know, do you want to tell us?
Yeah, so there's no shortage of Liberty night stories. I guess the one that sticks with me the most is actually I woke up in the morning. I think it was on the weekend or something, and I'm on my phone, and I happen to be facing Liberty, and she happens to be facing me, and she's still asleep. I bring my phone down for a second. I don't know why, but I look across the room at my roommate. And her eyes are open, and they're staring at me, but, she's still asleep, or at least I think she's asleep. She's either asleep or she's dead, and I'm very concerned, but I can't really decide if I should wake her up, or if I should just let it be, and so I'm just kind of making awkward eye contact with my roommate for, half an hour while I'm deciding what to do. And eventually she wakes up, and she, blinks a couple times, and she looks at me, and she's like, why were you watching me sleep? And I'm like, no, you were watching me. You started it.
Oh, man.
But that's how we just came upon the conclusion that my roommate may be a demon.
And this has been proven through other glasses. Especially one time, apparently I spoke in tongues in my sleep. Like, it wasn't English.
Yeah, she likes to, like, wake me up in the middle of the night and just kind of mother gibberish. At least that's what I think she's doing. And then she laughs. She giggles or something. And I have no idea what's going on, but it sounds kind of like... It
sounds like me.
She's done that several times now, so I think she may either be possessed or just be a demon in general.
You did do some tests on me one time, but that was not in terms of being a demon.
Oh, right.
That was in terms of... Yeah, I snore in my sleep.
A lot.
A lot, apparently. It's bad. I'm working on it.
No, you're not. You're working on it. It's increasing.
But I mean, early on in the semester, like, it was kind of like getting to the point where Claire was waking up every night because of me snoring in my sleep. In her defense, like, she's very sensitive to sleeping snoring.
Sleeping snoring?
In her defense, she's very sensitive to snoring in sleep. She would wake up in the middle of the night. For a good, like, week, I'd be like, oh, so, like, I'd wake up and I'd be perfectly fine and be like, so how'd you sleep? And you're like, I didn't. Like, oh, no! So then at one point I was like, okay, just if I snore in the middle of the night and you wake up, just feel free to, like, poke me or something, because I feel really bad. Just wake me up and tell me to turn over. For a good week you did that.
Yeah, I felt really bad about it. But I was also like, I can't go back to sleep now. And her bed's just far enough away from my bed that I can't, like, reach out and poke her. I have to actually, like, get out of my bed and poke her. So it was, like, a constant war between I can't fall asleep to I don't want to get out of bed. But eventually I decided I was going to just gently poke her. So I discovered that my roommate has very little nerves in her elbow, which is apparently where I like to poke her. So I'll be just poking and poking and poking and poking and poking and going liberty, 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 and she just won't respond. Or she'll just increase her magnitude of snoring. And I'm just like, no, liberty, bad.
Pure defiance.
But there have been a couple of times when I have some very interesting stories from the pokage. There was the one time where I poked her, and most of the time she's very courteous, and she's just like, oh yeah, I'll turn over, sorry. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. And then she'll go back to sleep. There was the one time that I poked her, and I go, liberty? And she goes, what? And I'm like, oh my god, can you please turn over? And she goes, fine, and angrily rotates. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I have awakened a monster. So that was a little disturbing. And then there was the time when I poked Liberty, and I go, Liberty, can you please turn over? And she, like, looks at me with these really sad eyes, and she goes, but I wasn't making any noise. And I'm like, well, not now you're not, but you were. I had to, like, force her to understand that I wasn't waking her up just to be mean. I was really just trying to make her rotate. But I think I hurt her feelings. So I've met with the aggressive Liberty and the really fragile Liberty.
And then after a certain point, it got to the point, it wasn't getting annoying for me, but I think you started to feel bad about it.
I was so bad the first time I did it.
And so, like, I just, like, listen to rain noises now instead of wearing earplugs to go to bed because I like falling asleep to the rain. And then you tried that out, and it was pretty good. Now we kind of just, like, both fall asleep to rain sounds, but separately. But there'll still be points where, like, I'll wake up, cause, like, there was one point, I don't know, was that last week or something? You were talking in your sleep, and then I took out my headphones, and I was like, wait, what's going on? And you sat up out of your bed again, and you went, beautiful, that's just great, it's just beautiful. And I was like, Claire? And you went, that's just great. And then turned over, like, fell back asleep, and I was like, okay.
There was one time when Liberty was sleep talking, and I don't know, maybe you were trying to drive or something, but she just automatically goes, park, 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 park! Really aggressively. Well, not aggressively, but excitedly. And I'm like, are you getting into a car crash? We've had some good times.
Yeah, and I think we'll continue to have good times. Maybe there'll be a sequel to this one.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, if you guys enjoyed listening... wait, I'm gonna animate this. If you guys enjoyed watching, feel free to subscribe. Check out my other videos. If you want Claire to come back...
You do, I'm wonderful.
What? Oh, it's gotta be a... No. Should it be a Claire pun?
There's a lot of Claire puns.
You should comment something. Comment your best Claire pun.
Oh, God.
If you want Claire to come back.
Oh, I look forward to this.
Thank you guys to all of you for supporting me and stuff. Also, thank you guys so much for the fan art. Seriously, you guys have sent me fan art over the past 3 months and I haven't posted it. I'm sorry, but I love it so much and it just holds a special place in my heart. Thank you.
And if you want, you can send me fan art too.
Yeah!
Or make fan art of me.
Yeah, draw fan art of Claire. Do it.
Or basically, if you're drawing fan art of Liberty and it doesn't turn out well, just make it into me because we look almost exactly the same.
This is true. We look very similar.
So,
draw fan art of Claire. It'll make her feel good. All right. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Pizza out.